Hello, buddy. Welcome. This is going to be probably a pretty brief stream. Can I just... I don't like how it glitches out and you can't, like, edit certain things. I mean, just... whatever, just lock something random in, who cares? Edit it. I guess we'll get rid of Ezreal.
No problem.
So I might be going over to my buddy's place again later tonight. Some people weren't able to show up last night. I thought they were. And then they want to do some kind of like draft with this new Magic set that came out or something. And they need me. I have to be the fourth person. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. I just feel bad missing the stream. And I do need to finish grading some of these essays too. There's so much stuff to do. But I'll probably head over there. So I'll probably stream till like maybe 9:30 or something like that. So it'll just be like a couple of hours here. And then tomorrow we should be back on our normal stream schedule. Some of my in-laws are coming in Tuesday. I don't know how long they're staying, but they're going to be up here Tuesday. So I might do a, I might have to do, I'm almost certainly going to have to do a, like an afternoon stream or something on those days. So I'll keep you posted in videos. So there might be a little strangeness in the scheduling, which I apologize for. I know everyone likes the routine and doing stuff, and so do I. But you know, sometimes just got to adjust a little bit. So Miss Fortune's not banned. I'm really strongly considering banning Maokai. I'm just so tired of seeing that champion. And he's just so dominant. Like, he's just gonna crush this Malphite. Like, he's just infinitely more useful than Malphite. I don't really know what beats him, honestly, top lane. That's also relevant later into the game. I mean, Twitch does have a lot of damage. It's just going to be a Mordekaiser farm off. Like, I wanted to play Miss Fortune, but I just can't. They have too many tanks. I'm going to be at 40% CDR, I think. I think I'd rather just have Celerity. Yeah, because I'm not going to do Locket, probably. Let's go with that. I mean, you have to be consistent. One thing, you know, about being a YouTuber that, you know, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people aren't YouTubers, at least not like trying to get larger audiences or you're like building, you know, a substantial following and things like that, is for a lot of people, especially kind of in this low to mid tier YouTuber like where I am, you know, like the 10,000 to 50,000 range subscriber, you really have to be consistent with your content. a lot, you know, and it is like a job, you know, if you want to grow your channel and you know, want to turn it into something, then you have to be consistent with it. And you know, it's like being self-employed and running your own business, honestly. And yeah, if you run your own business, sure, you can take off whenever you want. You know, you can go do whatever you want whenever you want. Technically, right? But your business is going to fall behind if you do that. And that's kind of how it is with YouTube. Like if I take, and it's always a struggle with YouTube because it's a 24/7 thing, right? Like in theory, I could stream 16 hours a day and just go to sleep and just wake up and stream every day. Like there's no limit. There's no like 9 to 5 limit on it. And I mean, I guess a lot of business owners probably the same things. They can spend all this extra time developing products or like talking to customers. You know, it's just kind of the sky's the limit when you're running your own business into how much time you can put into it. But if you're not consistent with your content, then you're not going to retain people. I already have a fairly high attrition rate, and I'm not sure if that's normal for a lot of YouTubers or not. But about every day, somewhere in the neighborhood of like 25% of, I lose 25% of the subs that I gain. So if on a given day, you know, I gain 35 new subs or something like that, I'll probably lose 7. And a big part of trying to lower that attrition rate is to come up with consistent, you know, quality content. You're not going to please everybody. You know, there are going to be people that will just unsub for whatever reason, right? Like maybe I don't play their favorite champion, maybe they just don't like my style, maybe I just had a really bad stream, they thought I was too negative or something, or they thought I was just really bad, who knows. But anyways, what I'm saying is it's tough to take time off, even hanging out with friends. Oh, it's Talia. So I try to do it, and that's why I have kind of a later stream time too, is because I do have a lot of stuff going on in my life. You know, I do have a family, I do have a job, you know, I do have friends and things like that, and that's why I don't start until 9 or 9:30, because I know I can consistently, you know, be able to be on around those times most of the time. So, anyways, this is gonna be a night that's a little bit more brief, though, because I do want to go hang out with them. Some of them didn't get to hang out yesterday. Or just letting you know that I don't, I'm not making a habit of abandoning you every night. And I do, you know, I do think very carefully about whenever I'm going to miss stream, and I try my best not to. But yeah, I mean, we're just kind of in a farm off. I really thought we were going to be against Mordekaiser. I mean, Janna's not the most amazing in the world into a poke lane. I just thought it was going to be a farm off lane. Hey, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Got him, baby. This Twitch is pretty good. This Twitch is pretty good. Be honest, I'm not doing a ton early on. I didn't level up my W. I probably should have. I got the Q to disengage, but Twitch is doing good. I think Twitch is awesome right now, especially with the nerf to Sona. There just are not as many bully champions out there. But we'll see if we can get a few good games in here. I'm going to come up. I'll probably do a mid lane tier list. I know one commenter recently said, you know, would I do more tier lists for other roles more often? I've done that before, but I can do it some more. And I'm going to try to do more guides as well. Just try to see if I can come up with something other than just the stream every day or two. Just if I do a non-stream thing every day, in addition to everything else going on, I'm getting close to 8 hours a day on it. The body block some of that for him. No, just going back. That's fine. It's possible in the future I could lower the stream time to like 4 hours, and that would give me more time for guides and stuff like that. We'll see. I've got a lot of new stuff that that I'm going to be coming out with over the next week or so. I'm going to do my best. And those days when I can't do the night stream, I'm going to try to devote some of that time to doing more guides and getting faster turnarounds on coaching videos and things like that. Yeah, stay tuned. I've got some exciting stuff coming out. I'm going to get that second monitor hooked up at some point. And then I've got, I'm going to implement YouTube's new thing where they like have emojis and chat badges and stuff like that. Maybe I can do that tomorrow. And then more guides, and hopefully more wins. That would be nice too, eventually, to get some wins. In solo queue. I mean, I'm not too worried about that. We're doing fine this game. Like, that's not good, but... Okay, there she is. Does he have a BF? No, he got a Cole. Ugh. How does he not have more? We got a kill. Yeah, I really don't agree with the, just buy a bunch of little things. I would just get a BF sword there. Maybe he got forced back before he could get it, but Cold Dagger Boots is pretty close to a BF sword. I guess maybe he was like a couple hundred short. Dude, get off the effing blue and get over here, dude. Gotta get that blue buff as Rengar, right? I mean, the guy has such horrendous mana problems. I mean, I get it. I know why you have to have the blue. What the f... Like, all you have to... There's just two of them. Like, all you have to do is just show up. And you can probably scare them off of it. People give up too easily on objectives. I mean, I guess it was just a Wind Dragon, but still, like... You'd be surprised if you just show up. And you're just there watching them. A lot of times people will try to chase you, and they'll just stop doing the objective. Like, we would have beaten Lucian up there. We could have forced Talia out. If Rengar was there. And we could have had the angle on him, and forced Mordekaiser out. Whatever. I want to clear their pink. Why is Talia just holding middle? Did dude DC or something? There's too many minions. One of them has to be DC'd or something. I need to go get deeper wards. She's coming in. And she doesn't have. She's got a corrupting bow. She didn't have any damage really. I think we can beat him even if she ults in. If she ults in behind us, I'm pretty sure we can beat him. Okay. Jump on him, Rengar. I don't know. This Rengar is pretty bad, to be honest. There we go. Just force them to get off that tower by fighting for that pink ward. There's no way they're going to kill me. I've got exhaust, I've got flash, got ult. I should have shielded the Twitch. I messed up. I was trying to shield him and I shielded myself, but it worked. Okay, that's fine. What the f- What? He jumped over the Lucian onto the golems. Okay. I should have put the last ward in that bush.
As you wish.
Like, he literally jumped over the Lucian onto the golems. Okay. Alright. It's fine. Everyone else is doing fine.
Upon the wind.
Get it. Get this. Rengar, where you going, buddy? Get it. What did he smite? I'm like, be ready for the dragon. It's going to be up in a minute. And he's like, hold on. Let me smite the scuttle real quick. Oh, well. It worked out, man. It's just like, come on, dude. Come on, bro. There we go. There we go. That's how you macro right there, boys and girls. This is what I'm always talking about. This is the picture-perfect setup. Take bottom, take dragon, take middle, take top. That's exactly how you do it. Camp bottom, that's what we did. We 4-man bottom, took tower, rotate to middle, take that. Dude, don't go on the other side of that, please. There's going to be like 20 people there. I'm probably dead. If Lucian wasn't there, I think I could have turned the corner right here, but...
Rampage. Upon the wind. Killing spree. Breathlessly.
Vagar might die. Let's see. Ha! Nice. Get redemption after that. Twitch is really fed. He's an auto attack 80 carry. We're just gonna go for the old Ardent Sensor. I mean, if tanks are coming back in, then and it seems like they are, especially with Maokai. That surprised me. I didn't think tanks would... That's the biggest surprise for me on this patch. Like, actually playing it from what I predicted in the patch notes, is that these tanks are not only still viable, but they actually seem to get a lot better with Sunfire. Like, I thought that Bramblevest would hurt him a lot more, but I'm just... Like, Maokai's in every game, and he's very impactful. Like, this game, not so much, but that's because the rest of his team got slaughtered. Let's just get this. Damn it. No, 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 no. What? Alright, well, I guess if he's gonna flash out, sure. Come on here and get this, lads. Come on. Who cares about red buff? Such a damn clown. Yeah, the Mordekaiser did AFK. So that's kind of a feels bad, but I don't really feel that bad. Honestly, after everything that's happened to me in the preseason so far. I think even if Mord were here, we'd still be in a pretty good spot. This can't. He dies too quickly. God, that dude just never dies. Ugh, right here. I don't have enough. Damn, I had 3 seconds on my ult. Whatever.
As you wish. A summoner has reconnected. Breathlessly.
We don't have Twitch. It's a big problem. I started early because I'm gonna have to leave early as well, unfortunately. Or I'm opting to leave early. Some of my friends, I went and hung out with them last night, but then some of them couldn't show up, and they thought they were gonna have this new Magic the Gathering set that just came out. I haven't really been following Magic that closely in years, but they wanted to get together and do like a little booster draft. One of them got a box. So some people didn't show up last night, and they didn't have the activity ready that they wanted to do because it didn't ship fast enough or something. And so, anyways, so they really wanted me to come over and do it tonight, and it takes a while to do that. It takes probably at least a few hours to do that, and so they didn't want to start it super late. And so the stream's probably only going to last until maybe 9:30 or so, 9 or 9:30. And then tomorrow I should be back on the normal schedule. I'm gonna try to have like some tier lists and other stuff ready for you too. Like I'm gonna do like a mid-tier list, and then maybe a I don't know. I might do like, I know people have been wanting like an updated Recon guide. I do think Recon is very good right now, so I might do that. We'll see. I'll try to have some more content for you tomorrow as well, but that's kind of why I started early. Nah, I think Thresh is really good. Like, the thing with Nautilus being an Aftershock, I'm going to go ahead and ban Ezreal. Is it Nautilus's hook doesn't go through walls? So it's a lot harder to pick people off. I'm going to wait a second. I don't want to Vayne on my team if I can help it. I know W23, but I try to explain kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I mean, I like Nautilus, but yeah, I think Alistar and Blitz outshine him, and Thresh. Oh, that's right, Romeo. I agree with that too. Yeah, if you don't die. I mean, I would consider Janna unkillable. I mean, I think Janna is the most unkillable champion as support because she can play so safe. Huh. I'm 33. Oh, I'm not Challenger. No, I was Diamond in Season 6, didn't get there, Season 7. I was in promotions for Diamond in Season 7, and then I've had just a god-awful win rate in the preseason. Trying to figure stuff out. But we'll get back up there. But yeah, this has been one of the worst downturns in months in terms of my win rate. But it does happen. It happened a few times over the course of the year, and I always bounce back. Pennies on Nautilus. I know, yeah. Some guy was, I think, the kid might have been trolling me. I don't know. It was pretty dumb. He's like, dude, I just subbed your channel yesterday, and now you're off, like, not streaming and just playing normals. I saw your op.gg. It's like, did you see it was with the same people every time? In normals? I want to have at least a bit of a chance of interrupting this misfortune. I mean, I could have just done Janna again, probably, but... Hey, thanks, JW. Alright, let me go grab some water really quick while this is queuing up. I'll be right back.
Until minions spawn.
I think it's worth it to go around kind of the long way these days because so many people are trying that tri-bush cheese. Dude. Damn it. If he waited like a tenth of a second longer, I would have had that experience. Now I'm going to be late to hit level 2. Yeah, they're definitely hitting level 2 first. He's not even auto-attacking the minions. Not even one auto. She doesn't have her E. It's going to be an interesting lane. Hey, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Damn it. A little bit short on it. Oh, that's not good. I really don't want Yasuo to get fed. Hey, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. We just got to constantly watch for the Leona and do that. God, she does no damage. Even the tower doesn't do any damage to her at level 3. Yeah, you just want to watch for when she E's and then just flay her back if you're Thresh. I mean, their lane is a lot stronger than ours, in theory. Like, if Lucian's very aggressive and Lucian is a very, you know, good Lucian player, then you could win a lane like this, but this guy's just, like, not doing anything aggressive. I guess we can farm it off. I don't know. Misfortune's just really overpowered right now. Like, I banned Ezreal, but Misfortune and Ezreal both kind of have to be banned right now. She's going to try to E onto him, maybe? Wow. Okay, Vi's there. That timing on that Vi, though. Okay, well, I stopped her back, but yeah, she's just going to sit there. Okay, they just backed. Okay, we are kind of up on CS. She's going to get a couple of these, probably. So we're up marginally in CS, which is not bad, considering, you know, some of the mistakes we've made here, but... Please tell me you got something aggressive. Okay, good. Alright, we might actually be able to kill him here. Leona's almost impossible to kill, but we could maybe get the misfortune. She's had to try to get that that proc on the tower, huh? Okay, good. I actually like that GP got that. GP seems pretty good. Jesus, he is crushing that Teemo top lane. Okay, good. I mean, she's tanky, but come on. Like, she's not that tanky. We would have killed her even without the GP ult, but... GP helped make it a little more secure. Now, Vi just died, so we can get aggressive here. We got about 30 seconds before Vi could run down here. You notice how I'm not just, like, throwing random hooks on her, either? Yeah, Vi's coming down. She's 6. Yeah, she is. I assume she probably just ulted middle, but... Dude, she's gonna be there. Jesus, this GP, though. My god, this guy's on point. Look at this man. Actually taking teleport on GP. I mean, that in and of itself is impressive. But the fact that he uses it well, too. I mean, so many GPs will take, like, exhaust or, you know, something like that. Yeah, it's great. And old Teemo up there doesn't have TP. I mean, TP usage, if you're a top laner, that's the #1 way to climb in ELO, is really, really good TP usage. If you can TP bottom and make a big play while your opponent just TPs back to lane, you just dominate. I'm not sure what we'll get yet. I really am partial to getting that Banner of Command if I'm ahead, just to help add extra lane pressure, but... Locket would obviously be really good here, too, against Misfortune and Leona, so we might just go with Locket. Moby Boots would be good. That's how you do it, though. That happened last game, too. Now, they had a DC last game, but I'll guarantee you we would have won even if that Mordekaiser didn't DC. We just had so much better macro than they did. You just dogpile bot lane, take the tower, rotate middle. Like, that's just the script. That's how you win solo queue. Come on, bro. Don't troll. Push this. Push it. Push it. So we can get middle. Yeah, they're top. Get this. How big is that? Yasuo's not super big, but he's kind of big. Okay, I guess we can get... Yeah, let's get mid-tower, and then we can get... Okay, yeah, it was a better call. I didn't think we'd have enough time to get it, but I guess we did. We have really good vision all around. Well, not right there, but we had good vision in a lot of places, and that's why we could do that. Dude, I need... I need mana. Dude, I need to buy, man. I have so much, but we did just kill some of them. I mean, the water dragon helps here a lot. I gotta watch out for the Leona engage. TF's still a really pretty good, like, underrated mid laner. Oh, it ate my lantern. Everybody's gonna die. Okay, well, Zach got away, I guess. Yeah, I tried to throw my lantern to him, and the wind wall ate it. I wasn't even thinking about that. I don't think they're going to be able to punish that hard. Okay, we'll go with that, and then... That was interesting. It eats the lantern, because I was just thinking it's a defensive spell. It's not offensive, but it eats defensive projectiles too. Nubs. Dude, get tower, not blue buff. Get tower. Boys, you can get blue on the way out. We could have had tower, but we got blue. I mean, it probably won't matter in this game, but I hate buffs. I really do. We need to buy. Buy's about to engage on this guy. Water Dragon, baby. Dude, Water Dragon's the only reason we've been able to do, like, this non-stop fighting. God, that just kills me last week when that kid was like, I don't want the free Water Dragon because it's trash, and I don't want to risk the other team getting the next dragon. If you saw that game. Water Dragon is very, very good. Especially for extended rotations, sieges, and of course in the early game, it's very good. Okay, whatever. I guess we'll stay. I really need to buy, but they just keep chasing. We just keep getting kills. I can't get a clean shot through the minions. Alright, we got him. We leaning. I need to start bringing like a styrofoam cup to stream. Like some Welch's grape soda in it or something. I'll probably get flagged for unsuitable advertising. What's up, Diego? You could rebalance jungle items and other things and take away the buffs, but I mean, I'm only like halfway serious about that, but it just baits people into making really bad macro decisions a lot. But that's part of the challenge of League, is to prioritize objectives correctly. I think I might try for the Leona ban first pick Misfortune support.
I must not fall. Fortune doesn't favor fools.
She's so oppressive in the early game. She does so much damage late game. I mean, I could go for cheap shot. Yeah, I think I like this build. I mean, cheap shot is nice, but it can bait you into some bad decisions against Thresh also. If Fizz gets fed, that's going to be bad. I think Dinger's actually okay into Fizz. Hope this guy's a good Dinger player. I guess we'll find out. We should be able to bulldoze this bot lane as long as I don't get Thresh hooked. Late game, Nasus should be able to... Or, Trundle should be able to massacre Nasus. Especially if he gets a QSS to cleanse the, Wither. Kidnapper can't. Yeah, you can QSS Wither. I'm pretty sure you can QSS Wither. You can't QSS Trundle's ult. Wither's a slow. Like, you can't QSS Zed or Trundle's ults because they don't do any movement impairment. But Wither is a movement impairment, and that counts as something you can QSS. Well, Cheap Shot makes me want to go up and auto-attack Thresh when I slow him, and that can, you know... I don't know. It's dangerous to do that. Cosmic Insight's okay. You definitely want boots, and then I like the biscuits because it just gives you a lot of sustain in lane.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. A summoner has reconnected.
Sure you can handle me, summoner?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Why? Why the hell would you walk up there? Like, there's no way we're invading. Everyone's spread out, so there's no reason to ever step out of this jungle. Yeah, she made a mistake. Yes, it was really dumb, but we can't do anything about it. What's up, Josephine?
Not a problem. Don't get cocky. Set sail. Sure you can handle me, summoner? I know it.
So now they're just gonna camp, because not only did Caitlyn die in the jungle, level 1. Hey, thanks, Josephine. I know. It's gonna be an early stream. It's only gonna be for a couple of hours, though, unfortunately, and I'll be back tomorrow. I might start doing, like, an afternoon stream or something in the near future on Saturdays and Sundays for European viewers. I know sometimes it's tough
Not a problem.
with when I usually stream.
Don't get cocky.
Triss got 2 kills off of this. It's gonna be tough. Who died? Fizz is getting ahead. This is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one.
Good feeling about this.
Let's just push this up so that I can, okay, Sej is top, so I can go ward.
Sure you can handle me, summoner.
Oh, she didn't use the blast plant. There you go.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, he's just backing? What is he gonna get? Please don't randomly hook this bush. Okay, Cole. I appreciate it, Valdoran. Like I said, I'm going to try to do, like, maybe sometime in the afternoon on Saturdays. That'll be cool, too, because that'll mean that at night I can go hang out with friends and then still give the stream content. So during the weekends, I might do, like, afternoon streams and then still keep the night streams. The reason that I do the night streams is because I'm not like, YouTube. I put full-time hours in YouTube, but that's not my, like, official job, I guess, is what you would say. Although it might, you know, within a year or two, it might surpass the money that I make teaching at the university. We'll see. But anyways, I do teach at a university. I do have family stuff going on, so during the day I can't, or during like early evenings I can't teach, or I can't stream. Why are we not? She's AFK. And they give me the night classes too, because I don't mind having them. A lot of people, you know, hate having night classes. I don't mind. Sometimes it's tough with attendance with students. Like, obviously, you know, people just don't want to show up at night. But I would actually rather have night classes than like 8 a.m. classes. If I had like 8 a.m. classes, I'd probably just stay up all night, honestly, to do it. I'm too used to staying up late night. I'm just never going to be an go to sleep early kind of person consistently. I'm never going to be one of those people that goes to sleep at like 10 p.m. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just not how I live my life, man. Just putting a little poke on him, seeing if we can soften him up for Jax. Damn it, I meant to flash that. I knew he was going to go for it, but I was trying to flash his hook. I was just too slow on it. I was going to try to flash his hook and then E him. Obviously it failed, but that was the plan. It's just really hard for Jax to gank them. I was just trying to force it too hard. Jax just doesn't have a lot of crowd control. And they're like a super safe lane too, is the problem. Like, Thresh is very safe. Also, Trist has much better items than we do. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Miss Fortune, she is a pretty good support right now, but you have to actually leverage her early game advantage. If you fall behind early, like, she can still be relevant later, but her big strength is she has so much poke early on. Guaranteed poke. And she's so good at setting up skill shots. I don't have ult, so... That's primarily why she's used in the professional scene. Come on, dude. You know Sejuani's there. They just did Dragon. So it's harder to make her work in solo queue, because if you fall behind, you know, if you just have a Caitlyn that gets killed in the jungle level 1 and blows her flash and then gets killed again at level 2, it's hard to, you know, it's hard to come back from that. She's a very snowball-y support. She's kind of like Zyra, that's a little bit safer with a little bit less all-in potential. So she has safer poke, but less all-in. And similar scaling. But a lot of what makes her strong are the new runes. Especially the mana rune is a really big deal. Comet's also really nice on her, but... Yes. Well, you can use your Q to poke also if the minion wave sets up correctly. I mean, that's why she's really good, is she has Q poke and E poke. Like, this is not a good example. Like, this... Caitlyn's having a lot of problems this game. And, she's really far behind. But yeah, this would be a pretty good lane for Misfortune. Like, you're supposed to push them in and just consistently put damage on them with the E, the Comet, and the Scorch. And then when they're under tower, you can just keep hitting them with Q poke, as well as E poke. Then eventually they just leave lane, and you, in theory, should go up, like, you know, 15 CS in the laning phase. Something like that, if you're playing it correctly. But if you're behind, it's a lot harder, because, you know, they're just going to have more items. You have to be scared, you can't poke as much. But she's really good in mid-game and late-game team fights, too, with her ult. Once you get Cleaver. Our problem, like, the main problem is Fizz. Well, now Nasus is going to be a problem, too.
Sure you can handle me, summoner?
But, yeah. I mean, I want to play her. She's fun, but it's just too hard in solo, because you just... I don't know.
You've got dangerous eyes.
She has a lot of fun. She, like, I've lost to her before, but... the issue is she just doesn't play that well from behind.
Not a problem.
See, that's what should be happening. Like, that kind of poke right there, like, that should be happening, like, all the time. But we just can't because we're so far behind and we have to respect Thresh. And in theory, Caitlyn should be hitting her with Qs and, you know, trapping, like, right on top of her, right when I slow her like that. So, you know, there should be a lot of stuff going on that's not going on. You can have biscuits ticking at the same time you have a normal pot ticking too, which is pretty nice.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you just have to be able to play a poke lane, which is one of the hardest lanes to play in solo queue. I had to use that to try to discourage Triss from jumping in. Yeah, poke lanes require a lot of patience and a lot of good positioning so that you don't get all end. I actually did try Xerath last night, and he's actually surprisingly pretty good. I think as support. Like, that mana flow ban does help him out a lot. And then why would you back right there? Just back right here, dude. Or at least if you see Thresh, react. Like, immediately net backwards. Like, kind of like what I did, just run away. I don't even know. Give me... I need swords.
Sure you can handle me, summoner?
Yeah, they're all low, so I know we're free to kind of get some wards in here. At least I think we are.
I know what I'm doing. Smaller than the... Sure you can handle me?
I mean, there's no point in harassing Nasus. He's just going to heal through it. I need to try to put that harass on Triss. She has pretty good wave clear, too. That's kind of nice. I need some pink wards. I mean, we're walking on wards right now.
No prey? No.
I think we're about to get massacred, is what I think. I don't have ult.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Stall him out and see if we can stop him from getting drags.
Sure you can handle me?
Fizz is massive. That's definitely what you don't want to see when you play a Misfortune. Yeah, Nasus being level 12 is another thing that's up on the list of bad things. Yeah, just Phage. I guess we just sell those. Go for that. I don't know, I kind of probably need to sell biscuits, but I need to get the cleaver soon. Caitlyn gets outscaled real hard by Tristana. Like, Caitlyn has to take over early. I think Fleet Footwork's probably the best thing on Caitlyn now. They're gonna get that dragon. Yeah, don't go 0-3. You can have the CS. I mean, they're going to come over here and push it up. Oh, man. He went Frozen Fist. Dude, you have to have Trinity against Nasus, or you're just not going to do enough damage. Ah, crap. I knew they would probably be there. Hey, thanks so much for the sub. And Kate's dead, dude. Come on, man. Are you kidding me right now? They just did Dragon. They just chased me through the jungle. Okay, they didn't go for her. I don't know why. She was free. No way. We just don't do any damage. Maybe I could have ignited. I probably could have ignited him. Fizz top.
Ally has been slain. Destroyed a turret.
I mean, I don't have wards for Baron, but I don't... I mean, I hope they can't do it. I guess we'll find out. I feel like they could. Well, Sejuani's bottom. Okay.
Has destroyed a turret.
I have to stay really far away from this Fizz, though.
An enemy has been
He's probably still just going to dive me right here. It's going to take two of us to hold this, I think.
Smaller than the diagram.
I mean, maybe not. Yeah, we just can't hold that middle and up here. Oh, we failed the jump.
Ah, the sweet smell of science. Don't get cocky.
enemy has been slain.
Set sail.
Unbelievable. Kids always find something to say, huh? Alright, I've got to get, I got to start getting better vision control.
I know what I'm doing.
Alright, well now I got Cleaver.
Good feeling about this.
Gonna have to go for a Mortal Reminder next. So she does have pretty good utility because she shreds all of the armor. She has a nice repeatable like area of effect slow. I'm gonna die, but hopefully they can kill the other people. Or not. That's fine too.
Has been slain.
I was too low on... I had like 10 seconds left on my ult, or I could have ulted that.
Smaller than the diagram.
Okay, I need to get the Executioner portion first, probably.
What I'm doing.
And she's dead again.
Slain.
Dinger's going like a really low damage build, too. I want to see that Leandre's Void Staff Dinger.
Not a problem. Sure you can handle me? You've got dangerous eyes. I like that.
God bless. Okay, where does Mutant him? Kid's so awful.
Don't get cocky.
Alright. It's like anybody but me, right? I need to make that t-shirt. Anybody but me. It's always what it is. Gets hooked under towered team, where are you? Why did you hack my keyboard and force me to get hooked by Thresh for like the 10th time this game? Must be Rito's lag. Must be the misfortune. She's baiting me to get hooked even though she's on the other side of the map.
Not a problem. Sure you can handle me, summoner? I know what I'm doing. Step 2.
Is she bad? Yes. Is what she doing stupid? Yes. But it doesn't help to call her out like that. Team, where are you? Why don't I get any help? We just don't have enough damage without an AD carry.
Don't get caught.
What? Is he for real gonna get away with that?
Not a problem. Smaller than the diagram.
But these guys are just gonna keep talking to Caitlyn.
Summoner.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, I think I gotta go Executioners first. I don't know. I need the armor pin, but...
Set sail.
Jax, you're playing like garbage too. You're 4-8, Chief. Just,
Don't get caught.
it's just unbelievable. Just shut up. Like, yeah, people are gonna play poorly. They're gonna make mistakes. Like, you just gotta focus on winning as much as you can. You notice I never say anything to anybody. Like, sometimes, you know, obviously I comment on a stream because it's a stream. And it's an educational themed stream where, you know, I try to point out mistakes that I make, mistakes that allies make. You know, I always try to point out ways to improve play so people learn who are watching. And I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes, and I call them out whenever I see them. But you can't ever talk in chat like that. It just doesn't help you win. Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it.
Smaller than the diagram.
We just don't have enough power. This build is extremely anemic on Trundle. Like, we need him to have at least a Titanic Hydra. Or a Ravenous Hydra. Just something that does damage. Like, he needs Trinity Force plus Hydra and then some tank items. But right now, we just don't have enough damage to kill him. And Caitlyn is a very low damage AD carry right now compared to others because she doesn't use Press the Attack very well.
Sure you can handle
Um,
summoner.
or Lethal Tempo. She's really like an early game bully slash, you know, siege kind of AD carry. And obviously we lost the early game, and we're not sieging anytime soon. Dinger's probably doing alright on damage. Jax is doing alright. We need a second damage item on Jax, though. Like, everybody just has these really low damage builds. And it's just not enough to cut through the Sejuani and the Nasus. Even with my Black Cleaver stacks. Oh, Nasus flashed that last fight, too. I went ahead and ulted there because I saw the Triss. I know we didn't need it for the Nasus, but I thought Triss was going to try to sit there and fire. How many did we get? We got 2. It's not bad. Like, if Trundle gets some damage here in a second, I think we can maybe deal with it.
Know what I'm doing. I've got a good feeling about this.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Well, I guess we just get some kind of lethality here. We just get Ghost Blade so I can reposition a little bit.
Sure you can handle me.
I mean, Ghost Blade's not going to help that much. Maybe I should just get like try to get an Infinity Edge or something. I mean, I'm not going to have enough gold for another item, most likely. But that's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, I like Misfortune support. You'll see her in pro play. She is fun, but if your AD carry is just not with it, then it's really hard. Like, with some other supports, like Janna, you can run around and, you know, support other people. Like, just give really good vision and just keep up. You know, I could try to keep up Trundle or keep up Jax better. Or if I was Thresh, I could roam around and try to get some hooks and make some plays with this Caitlyn, but it's Misfortune, you're really kind of all in early game, and you have to use that advantage. And then late game, you know, she's best in like organized 5v5 team fights, which is another thing that people have a hard time doing in solo queue. So Janna and Thresh are way better at the Fiesta.
You've got dangerous eyes.
Alright, I mean, I wasn't gonna report just because, you know, the guy's just bad, but he obviously has an attitude, he's talking to everybody, and he just refuses to group at this point. So, I don't report for people just being bad or having a bad game or whatever, but, you know, he's obviously has no intention of winning. He just keeps splitting side lanes and getting caught and killed. And he's talking trash to multiple teammates. Because everybody has bad games, you know, but you can always control whether you're going to be a troll or not. Like, there's nothing that forces you to, you know, mindlessly split push and not group with the team and just die.
Don't get cocky.
She's about to go 1v1 Nasus for the 30th time. I don't know if we can beat... I guess we're going to have to try. I don't do any damage to that Sejuani. I mean, I can shred the armor off of her, but I can't do the damage. Yeah, tanks are still really good. I guess we're just still in a tank meta. People just didn't want to play it in the preseason, I think. I still think that's what happened, is people were just tired of tanks and they just wanted to play, like, for the first couple of weeks, they just wanted to play things that were, like, you know, flashy. But now, kind of near the end of the preseason, people are tired of losing, you know, with the Yasuos and all that stuff, and so they are just finally playing tanks again. At least sometimes. At least on the enemy team. I mean, we had people that were building tank, they just weren't playing the right tanks. But it's fine, it's whatever. Check my text real quick. Yeah, I did the second most damage. I mean, Dinger's just going to do the most because he just drops his turret in a fight and upgrades it and just spams his abilities and does a lot of damage. But damage is not necessarily how you win games. I mean, it's obvious to anyone that plays support and that understands, like, Janna. Like, anytime anyone says that damage matters and that, like, you just have to do the most damage in order to hard carry games, you know, I just always point you to Janna. She's almost always, historically, for years, like I'm talking like 7 years, she's been like a top 5 support. Like almost always, every meta, every time, Janna. Janna does like 0 damage on paper. So why is it that she's always, I mean, she's top probably 4 or 5 right now, and she just got nerfed really hard and everyone thinks she's bad. She's still number 4. And she just got, like, super nerfed, and it's not a great meta for her. It's a very early game, like, very high damage-centric meta. She should not be good in this meta by, like, all, you know, rational reasoning, but she's just so strong that she does 0 damage. So the damage, like, people sometimes just get like, just their mind just gets blown by the fact that, you know, they do a lot of damage and they lose games, and it's because damage does matter to some extent if you're playing a damage champion, someone who's supposed to do a lot of damage, but that is not the key to winning games. The key to winning games is to kill the enemy nexus. And damage, sometimes there's a good correlation between that, but sometimes there's not. So, you know, there are a lot of factors that go into winning. And I've got an entire Janna guide. If you're wondering, well, how does she do that? Why is she so good? I've got a Janna guide on the channel if you want to watch that. And I played a lot of Janna. I mean, last season I played like 600 games of Janna. And she's one of my highest win rate. I haven't played her a ton in the preseason because I also didn't think she was going to be that good in this meta, but she is. Yeah, she's still pretty good. And then last season, yeah, I played a ton of her. She's my most winning support. Yeah, so we did pretty well, you know. But I've got to head out for tonight, unfortunately. I'm sorry, it's like a super quick stream. There's an outside chance I could get back on later tonight, but probably not. I'll probably just get back at it tomorrow, and I'm going to do some coaching sessions tonight and try to do some guides. And I'll make sure that I get a guide in for you tomorrow, like either a guide or a tier list or just some kind of alternative video. And then we'll stream it tomorrow. I'll try to get the second monitor set up. Hopefully I don't need extra cords or something. I've got an extra HDMI cable, I think, laying around here in case it doesn't have like hookups. But I'll try to get that figured out, and then I might try to do the YouTube emoji thing as well. Yeah, I forgot to report the... Oh, yeah, I can still get her. I'll get her. I don't think Morg Mid is broken. I mean, I'll have to, you know, examine it a bit more, but no. I still don't think she is. I mean, I'd have to see it. I'd have to watch some YouTube videos on it, but I still don't think she is. I mean, she does have a high win rate. I'd have to investigate it a little bit more. I mean, obviously, that's a huge jump in win rate. But I don't know the sample size. I'd have to just look at it and see. Like, what's up with that? Huh. Maybe Harrismer. Yeah, Jax and Trundle aren't that amazing. I mean, Jax is pretty good. They just weren't building the right stuff. Yeah, like they both needed Trinity Force and Hydra, and they just didn't have that. So yeah, Sejuani's still extremely good. Like I said, I've been saying this for many patches. I still think the tanks have always been good in the preseason. People were just tanked out. Like they were just tired of playing tanks at the end of the season, and they were just trying, because it was the preseason, they didn't care, and so everyone just started playing just ridiculously goofy stuff for the first, you know, 3 weeks of the preseason, and now people are tired of losing, so they're going back to playing tanks, I think is what's happened. I still think that Misfortune support, like, if you play it well early, and like high level play is good. But yeah, it doesn't, you just can't leverage the advantage the same way under Diamond. This is why I like poke champions. I've never been a huge fan of poke champions in bot lane. I do think that Xerath's a lot of fun, and he's pretty good in bot lane, but I didn't pick it into Gerardo. I was first pick, buddy. I banned Leona and then picked it because I saw she was hovering Caitlyn, and I was like, okay, we can do Misfortune Caitlyn bot lane. It'll be good. I mean, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have picked it like just early like that, but it is a flex pick, so they're not really going to know like that I was going to be the support. Tanks never went away. People just stopped playing them. I mean, Sejuani has always been good. Maokai has always been good ever since patch 7.112 or whatever, when they changed around all the tank items and introduced the new Thornmail. People were they just had tank fatigue. They were just bored and tired of playing it, and they wanted to play some goofy stuff in the preseason, I think is what happened. It was just a psychological thing. I don't think they've ever been bad. I mean, not since those changes. What's up, Jar? No, there is a huge point, Lewis. Here's the thing about like my guides, right? They're not completely dependent on any specific patch, because I talk about how to play champions and the theory behind champions, certain champions in the guides, and like their play style and like the team comps they're good with and things like that. And that's classic. That's not ever going to change unless there's a massive overhaul of a champion. So unless the champion gets a complete rework, it's going to be useful information. So if we look at the Janna guide, for example, yeah, it's back from last March, but it talks about like, why are utility supports strong? How are resistances? How does that interact with her shield? Because that's a really important part of understanding why Janna is strong, is understanding how armor and magic resist work with her shield, and why that scales much harder than damage, because it benefits from resistances rather than working against resistances. And so that's still there. Like, that's still true. Why utility supports are strong is still true right now. Especially right now, because tanks are coming... Well, people are realizing that tanks are still here. They're getting played more. So that hasn't changed. Analyzing how her spells work, those haven't changed. I mean, the numbers on them have changed a little bit. Of course, yeah, the shield got nerfed. The W got buffed a little bit. But you still play her the same way in the mid and late game. And I would argue even in the early game, like, you can be a bit more aggressive in lane with her W if you want. But, you know, the only thing that's going to be out of date in this guide is just the items are still going to be relevant for the most part. The only thing that's changed is the runes and masteries, but you can just look that up on my tier list. So if you go into the tier list, you just click on any champion that's like in the top 20. I tell you the runes I recommend, the items, and then it has a link to the guide. So this is where you could find out just a really quick snapshot of the absolute, like, you know, most current runes and items that I recommend. But in terms of like learning how to play Janna, why she's strong, where she fits in compositionally, in theory, when you should pick her, all of that stuff is always going to be true until they do unless they do a massive overhaul of Janna. And so that's all still accurate and good information, even though it's an older guide. Yeah, it's the end, Jar. Sorry. Yeah, tonight's kind of a different night. I'm going to hang out with some people that I hung out with them last night, but some of them weren't able to make it. And we weren't able to do the activity that we wanted to do, so they're doing it tonight. And so I'll be back at the normal time tomorrow. So yeah, I'm sorry. It's kind of a short stream. I know you know, I wish I could play it longer, but at the same time, I really like going to hang out with those guys when I can. So sometimes it's tough to get everybody together. We all have kind of busy lives. It wouldn't have mattered, Lewis. I mean, we have an 0-8 Caitlyn that's just flaming, blaming, and like AFK split pushing. And she died, like, the reason that she died is she was overextending, getting killed, like, face-checking bushes, level 1, blowing all of her summoners, getting hit by every thresh hook. I mean, nothing that I played. Like, maybe I could have played Tom Kench or something, but there's no way I know that Caitlyn's going to go 0-8. You know? Like, I just can't predict that. And that was really a huge linchpin of our strategy that failed. So I don't think that any support... I mean, yeah, maybe if I pick Zyra or something and go, like, 8-0 in lane, like, maybe we could win. But I don't have a crystal ball. I can't read the future when I'm picking. And, Leona was banned. We had Caitlyn, who had really nice poke. And someone was also hovering Jax, I think, or Trundle. So I know we had a pretty good other damage source. And I figured having a cleaver for, Trundle, Jax, all that stuff would be helpful. So, I think it was a decent pick. It just wasn't executed. I mean, check it out and see what you think about it. I mean, it covers a lot of stuff, Lewis. I'm just saying that if you think the guide's irrelevant because there's new runes and, champions have been nerfed and buffed over time, that I think that it still is relevant. Yeah, but I can't read the future, man. I don't know she's going to be that bad. It's always easier to go back and say, wow, this person's really bad. If I picked, like... a support to completely bail him out really hard, like Tom Kench. But Tom Kench is not great with with Caitlyn because she gets outscaled. Caitlyn, in theory, is a very safe AD carry. That's one of the main reasons to play her is she can lay traps, she can net backwards, she has really long range. She should be really safe. So going Tom Kench would have been overkill on the safety, and we would have lost a lot of damage and a lot of poke off of doing that. But yeah, I mean, she does have problems in solo queue. If your AD carries a turkey, you just don't have a lot of other options, unfortunately. So I just wanted to try her out. She is fun. I think she is strong right now, but you have to have a good AD carry. Thanks, Jar. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think we were going to lose no matter what, but another pick that I could have picked, I mean, I could have picked something like maybe Zyra with her. I mean, Zyra may not have been bad because I knew we were going to have an AD top or jungler. I don't remember if they were hovering something. I don't remember if they were hovering Jax or hovering Trundle. But, I mean, I could have done Zyra. Yeah, I see that, Delob. Yeah, I've not been a fan of Braum. I've been pretty clear about that. I mean, he's fun, he's good, but yeah, I don't like P or tanks right now, except in some situations, Tom Kench. Alright, well, that's going to be it. Thank you all very much. Sorry it's a short stream. We'll get back at it tomorrow. Maybe I can do a slightly longer stream tomorrow to try to make up for it. Maybe I can start at like 8 and go like 8 to 3 or something. We'll see. But I'm gonna have some more guides and all that stuff. I'm gonna try to come up with some other content and to just work on some of the production value. See if I can get the second screen up and see if I can get this YouTube emoji thing going. Okay, that's gonna be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.